So, like I say, you won't do this, but this is just kind of tell you how I would outline this speech if I were going to do it. So, this is the time I almost got arrested. And it starts, oddly enough, in a philosophy class, my junior year of college. I was getting ready to take the class, and there was the same instructor. One class was at 8 a.m., one was 11 a.m., and I was debating which class to take. I ended up taking the 11 o'clock class because it was later in the day, and I really didn't want to wake up and have an 8 a.m. class. And it turned out there was a couple of guys in the back. There was BJ, Jerome, and Poof in the back of the class. Now BJ, he was this really, his name was actually Josh, but on his freshman dorm floor there was like 3 Joshes, so he was Black Josh, because he was mixed. Jerome I really didn't become friends with, but they all lived together. And Poof, his last name was Poofle, that's why he was Poof. So I got to know him throughout the semester, we'd chat with them before class, and about middle of the semester, it was March or so, they said, hey, we're having a party at our house, do you want to come over? So I did. So I went to their party, and then, things happened, we became friends, and so I'd hang out with them more. And so I got to know them pretty well. I still talk to Poof occasionally, don't talk to Jerome. They had another roommate, but I don't even know his name. And I still kind of talk to BJ. But, so one night, we decided we were going to go to the field house. Now, the field house was the bar at Mizzou that had the $7 Bottomless Cup on Fridays, and all the frat guys went to it. And every night, there'd be a fight outside, and they'd line up on the outside. The police officers would line up outside, and they'd break up fights. So we went to the field house, and there was it got to be closing time, and I was we were all getting ready to leave. And I went outside, and sure enough, there was a fight going on outside. And I had nothing to do with it, so I tried to walk around the fight. And I was almost past the fight, and I saw BJ and Poof. And so I went outside, and so I almost made it around the fight, but somebody grabbed me and pushed me in the street. And they actually ended up pushing me into a girl and a female police officer. So there I am, like lying in the middle of the street, saying, oh my gosh, what's going on? And then BJ, he's also 6'5" and mixed, so he's a pretty big guy. And he picks me up, and I'm like hugging my 6'5" security blanket. And then the police officer, they pull me in the middle of the street, and they say, put me in handcuffs. And they're like, what was going on? Why are you involved in this fight? Who started this fight? What's going on? I was like, I don't know what's going on. There's my ride. Didn't have anything to do with this fight. And then, so they let me go eventually. So the moral of the story is, if I hadn't taken the 11 o'clock class with BJ, Poof, and Jerome, I wouldn't have gotten to know them, we wouldn't have gone to field house that night, and I wouldn't have gotten arrested, almost arrested that night at the field house. So go ahead and you can hit the red button.